Yay.
There you are. And I think the microphone's on. So all you got to do is talk from where you are, and they should be able to hear you.
Test. Test. Can you hear me?
Well,
Test.
nobody's
Test.
there yet.
Oh, I know. I'm just
You know
testing.
what? Give me a second, and I'll go there.
Oh, that's your notification.
Yeah, let me. All right, talk.
Test. Test. Oh, that's your notification.
Injection Z is here.
What's up, Injection Z?
Taylor Johnson's here.
What is up, you guys? Happy Monday night. It's very, very cold in Ohio, but that's because the season's changing. When it's below zero, we'll talk again.
Says you have 5 people in the house.
In his house?
Yeah, Grass Chopper says about time a good channel comes on. Jody Scheitler's here.
What's up, Jody? Jeremy? I think everyone named Jeremy is just a trip.
And Taylor says he's about to crash for the night. And Injection Z has to go to work.
Injection Z, be careful with what you do, buddy. And Taylor, have a good night's sleep.
And NASCAR 9012 says, "What's up, everyone?"
Was there explanation points on the end of
No, it
that?
was a what's up. There's a lot of S's on there.
What's up, NASCAR?
He is a trip.
Shane just woke up from a nap, so he's going to be in wear form.
Hey, Drew's Lawn says, hey.
What's up, Drew?
And Ben Backwoods says, the beautiful Mrs. Sarah, good evening, peeps.
And Mr. Ben Backwoods is in the house. What is up, my Ben?
NASCAR 9012 says, do you know where I live right now? Because I do not live in Arizona anymore. Well, we don't know where you live. I hope you do. See, I'm missing. Grass Chopper says I tested positive with the China virus. Oh, bro, what's your symptoms? And how are you feeling, man?
I hope it's like symptomatic.
They wouldn't even put that on here on the chat. They wouldn't put it.
Put what?
Injection Z is here.
What happened? It's like symptomatic.
They wouldn't even put that on here on the chat. Oh, NASCAR 9012 is living in Cincinnati right now. And we lost everybody. It says only 2 people are on here.
Oh, well, that's sad.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck.
Well, I hope Cincy goes well for you. That is sad that everybody left, though.
Grass Choppers, that's Jeremy, right?
Yes, that's Jeremy.
He says weak, hot and cold, no fever. Same thing Lipsy described it as.
Well, Grasshopper, Lipsy Longhair just got over COVID-19.
Hey, Jeff Freeland's here. Ben is still here. Ben Backwoods. Taylor Johnson's still here.
Oh, the numbers are lying.
Guys,
it's fake news.
Please pray for Grass Choppers, man. He's got COVID.
Everyone put up praying hands for Jeremy. Let's pray that he gets through COVID-19 okay and gets back to working and does what he does.
Jody Scheitler is here. He's in here still.
Well, hello to everybody. So you might be wondering about my challenges. And it's not...
And Grass Chopper says fake news. What was that about?
You said no one was in here except 2 people, and then everyone was in here. Fake news.
Oh.
But you guys might be wondering, I'm talking about my blind versus blindfold challenges. I wanted to talk to you guys about how I've progressed through them and how they make me feel. And since you guys are in here, since you guys are in here.
Jeez, honey.
And you've watched them. You guys can tell me what you think. And you really run between me and hubby.
Okay, you don't have to talk very loud because the mic is right there.
Okay, is this
I
better?
mean, you can talk.
Well, I don't want to like scream at people.
That's good, right there.
That right there?
Yeah.
I don't want to scream at all of you guys. Sometimes I have the problem with the controlling the volume of my voice.
Yes.
Come on, everyone knows that movie. And anyway, my first challenge, I challenged hubby to pour water. And the last challenge we did was the carving of pumpkins. So we went from water to, wrapping presents, to riding lawnmowers, to trimming our backyard, and we finished with the pumpkins. And I really want to say, I really think hubby has more of a appreciation of what I can do. Being completely blind.
Grass Chopper said, I can get over COVID, just not Doc's sack sucking face. Ben says, we all know what Sarah's biggest challenge is. It's sitting 2 feet away from her. Lord Jesus, give her strength. Wella Nove is new here. Simon Quintola. Miss Kelly Raid. Oh, you got a raid.
Okay.
Louise Fuller. Miss Kelly's here. There's Wild Bill. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, well, hello Monday night to all of you. I was just talking about the progression of my blindfold versus blind challenges and what I got through being blind. I think when hubby blindfold himself, one of the first things he says is, oh, this is going to be hard. And he hates every challenge. And when we get done with every challenge, he always turns to me and goes, can I take this off now? And I laugh, but in my mind I go, I can never take off my blindfold. And since Wild Bill is in here, he carved a pumpkin blindfolded. And if you guys haven't seen that video, please go check out Wild Bill Lawn Care and check out his last video. And I really hope some of you blindfold yourselves and do a challenge. Christmas is coming up, so wrap a present blindfolded. If you guys are on lawn care, try to mow a straight line or dig up a bush blindfolded, and I think all of you might get more of an appreciation for your vision. And when you see someone with a blind disability, maybe in your mind, you, what am I looking for? You might be more giving them a pat on the back and thanking them and blessing them for just moving on with life. Because Shane does that to me all the time. He really thanks me for what I can do, and he pushes me to be a better person.
Grass Chopper said he grew up with a blind couple and worked in a pet shop as a kid. They would put their hands in the fish tanks to fill the fish. They get bit and never jump. Even snakes, they would handle them. Wow.
That's crazy. I would never do that. I went fishing with Shane, and the fish are just slimy. And I know fish and fish tanks are different, but I just couldn't do it. I'm putting my hands in snake cages.
Little Evie said hello, Sarah.
Well, hello, Mrs. Big Mo. Hi, Evie. I hope everything's going well and you weren't too tired after the trip. Because I tell you, almost all day Saturday, I just sat there. Didn't do too much. We watched football. And I tell you, you guys, football is a great blind sport to watch. Because it's fast enough you don't get bored, but it's slow enough that they can pick the plays apart and you understand it. But I'll give a shout out to Big Mo. The Atlanta Braves are my favorite baseball team.
Well, that's awesome. You got 8 people in here, and Grass Chopper says he was a dispatcher for a taxi cab service on Altus Air Force Base. Budgie's Rule says, good evening, A Blind Touch. I've not seen or heard of some of these people at all. What, no Yankees, said Jeff Freeland?
Jeff, I am a Braves fan. I don't watch much baseball anymore because it's a little too slow for me to keep my attention, but I still do like the Braves. No, I'm not a Yankees fan.
So Jeremy said they were both 100% blind and they lived together and took care of each other.
That's awesome. You know, Jeremy and everybody here, I couldn't be with someone else that was blind. I'm really excited Shane's a vision.
If you guys don't realize how critical your vision is, man, until you hurt your eye or something. Evie said, oh my goodness, I'm still tired, but I love visiting with y'all. Big Mo's wife is just simply an amazing lady. So sweet.
She is, and she's actually very funny. Her and Big Mo probably laugh a lot. I'm just saying. But I hope Big Mo's concert Saturday went well. But yeah, Shane's vision is very important to me because you guys, I bring him a lot of stuff. I go, what is this? He reads the bottle to me, and then I go put it away where I know what it is.
Grass Chopper said Big Mo is a character. He is, dude, he is a trip. And Brandon is so much fun. Brandon's really super nice, and Evie's nice, and Brandon's wife is nice. Sheriff is great, isn't he?
Yes. We're going to call her Mrs. King.
Mrs. King?
Yeah, Brandon's wife is going to be Mrs. King.
Oh, the King, Mrs. King?
Mrs. King. So, but you guys, in my challenges, the only one I've mowing with Shane's mowers, trimming and carving pumpkins are the only things I've never done before. So I hope I beat him on those challenges. So, but the one thing is, yeah.
I'm letting everybody know, if you guys want to super chat Sarah, Bill is going to run my PayPal link, and that will go directly to Sarah for coffee. So there it is.
Yeah. So you guys, I'm actually running low on coffee. Who would have thought?
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy.
But yeah. So I have to ask hubby, what was the most difficult challenge? Because riding his mowers, both the rider and the stander, and trimming was the most difficult for me.
The toughest one for me would have been carving the pumpkin. It is so extremely hard. Anything that I can stand up and do, Scott Murray says hi.
Hi, Scott.
Anything I can stand up and do, like folding the clothes, that's not too hard. I didn't go to his show, sadly. I crashed in bed and was sleeping by 9, but he did great as always, said Lil Evie.
You guys, so Big Mo is a very talented singer. Some of the Lost Stars videos has him singing. I don't remember the titles, but he is very talented.
What other challenge? Making the taco was just ungodly hard. But do you drink Dunkin' Donuts coffee? Said Jeff Rayland. Oh,
sure
yeah.
do.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. So on the mowers and the trimmer, I was so scared. Shane was right next to me the entire time, so he was telling me, kind of go straight or go left. So I didn't do it all by myself. And if I did, I probably would have crashed and hurt his equipment.
Do you have one local to you? Yeah, she has a Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
It's what, 2 miles from here?
It's right down the street from Giant Eagle.
Yep.
By Fresh Time.
Do you mess around with the Chinese guy while Mo is out? That's his grass choppers. She's talking about George. Oh my. Hi.
I don't know if Georgia rolls that way. But now
well, if you guys want to go over to my main page, there's a thing that says donations on the right lower side. That's all for Sarah. Garnes is here saying, hey, Sarah.
What's up, my grass-a-maniac?
Oh, you got a mic now. You can do it. You can get up.
Grass-a-maniac.
He's laughing. Grass Choppers is laughing. It's like 30 minutes away from here. I don't know what Scott is talking about. Oh, I think
Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
You guys, since I got my Keurig, I don't venture out very much to get coffee out of the house anymore. Because one, Starbucks is like $5 a cup.
Grass Chopper said, Mike sounds good, and Garnes gave you a thumbs up. He said, I just got in from working. Of course he did. The guy works like a dog, man.
Okay, so I bet everyone in lawn care works from dawn to dusk like every day.
Big Mo said, hi, Sarah.
Oh, wait. Big Mo. We got Mr. Big Mo and Mrs. Big Mo.
I bet they're taking turns. Because, Evie will give the mic to him while she's got to go do something.
Well, you know what? While we were down in Kentucky, she figured out how to do comments on her phone.
Scott Murray says his dad drinks coffee like crazy. Right here.
Now that it's getting colder, I drink it a lot more. Because I had chili for dinner.
Jody Scheitler said, I love it when Sarah does that. Oh my gosh, King Brando's here.
It's Mr. King.
Yes, I got to get him a wrench real quick.
Yup. What's up, Mr. King? You tell Mrs. King we said hi.
Yes, for sure.
And I hope she's doing okay.
That's awesome. The real King Brando, everybody.
Yes, yes, yes.
Gotta love that, man.
We got the King. We got a Mo. We got a Grass-a-maniac. We are set.
Yep. You are set.
And if anyone gets feisty, we got a Grass Chopper.
If anybody gets feisty,
we'll stick Wild Bill on him.
Oh, Evie's on her phone.
I bet Evie's listening to it on the computer, but on her phone.
Yeah, I want to tell you, Lil Evie says, I get to play with all the characters.
Did Evie say that?
Yeah.
She is definitely one of a kind. But I wanted to let you guys know my hardest challenge, besides the mowers, was carving the pumpkin because I was carving it and I really thought I was carving it correctly until I put the nose in. I had to put 2 nostrils.
I'll tell you what, Bill's pumpkin, we got to talk about that for a minute.
Bill's pumpkin looked like Michael Myers got angry.
Yeah, Michael Myers went off on Bill's pumpkin and like killed it dead and then sliced its face off because it was an absolute obliteration.
And Michael Myers got it because Michael Myers wouldn't even clean out the pumpkin. I mean, seeds and guts were everywhere. It was a brutal murder.
You know what? Let's invite people up. And I know the king can't come up because he probably just got done working. That guy works like crazy. I'm going to tell y'all something. King Brando is one hard-working man. I'm going to tell you that right now, y'all.
He's got energy to burn.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Jody Scheitler is laughing his butt off over Bill's pumpkin.
Okay, everyone put thumbs up if you've seen Wild Bill's pumpkin carving. Because if you haven't, please go watch it.
Evie said, yes, I learned how to do the comments, but darn it, can't listen at the same time.
Evie, I don't get technology either. Shane sets all of this up. I just come in here and talk.
Okay, what Grass Chopper says, what's your favorite thing to do while sipping coffee, and what is your hobby?
Okay, so what I do during coffee.
And Robert's randomness said hi.
What's up, Robert? So when the coffee is the first thing I do every morning.
But what do you do while you're doing it? That's what
I was getting at.
Okay.
So what I do while I drink coffee is think about my day. So when I first wake up, I have to think about where I am and how I get around my house. So I go get coffee, I sit at my kitchen table, and I think about my entire day. So I know where to go from A to B to C. And I do it because I'm blind, so I don't get confused.
And what is your hobby?
This is really strange. And you're going to be like, she doesn't even cook, because I don't cook.
Jody said, you are an amazing person.
Jody, I appreciate that. My hobby is to think of recipes for Shane to make. And my hobby, other than thinking of food, which is really big on my mind because I eat a lot, I like going bowling, but I don't do it lately because of COVID. And I enjoyed going golfing, but the season is so cold, I refuse to go hit golf balls now. So we're going to have to do golfing next year. And I'm hoping I get to do it more next year.
Brandon said Shane is a workaholic. I don't believe so. Well.
Okay, so King, he was at the house at 7:30 today. He got home about 2. He had lunch. He worked on his video till 4, called Big Mo till about 4:40. He was answering comments till about a little after 5. Took a nap till 6:15. took a shower, and now I'm live. And with all that, he warmed up my chili so I could have dinner.
Sarah, tell Shane to make a pineapple pizza.
I love my husband, so no.
Sarah is a brave and adventurous lady, said Jeff, and Grasshopper says, yes, that's a good hobby. And Scott Murray said, Sarah rocks.
So you guys, when we went bowling this last time, I'm a little gun shy. So I stand with a bowling rack on my left. I get into a stance.
They don't know what a bowling rack is, honey.
Can you explain it to
Yeah,
them?
it looks like a little ramp
Yeah, like a bowling ramp.
that comes down, and she holds on to that. It's turned around backwards.
So it's like the bowling ball, if it's turned around the right way, the bowling ball will just roll down the ramp.
And if anybody's a workaholic, it's King Brando. That dude is a worker, man. I'm telling you.
I hold on to the turned around ball ramp. I get in a position where my right leg is behind my left leg so I can swing the ball with my right. Shane stands behind me and he always says, okay.
Uh-oh, Brett's lawn maintenance. Says, hello, Sarah. Hello, sapsucker doc.
What's up, Brett? How's that push mowing going, buddy? But he says, okay, when my ball is straight to go down the lane. And I was a little wild time by swinging the ball, and he goes, okay. So I rear back. I smash him right in the face with the ball.
Oh, guys.
His tooth went through his lip.
Owner said hello, and he's not even showing up in my comments.
What's up, owner?
He said, what's up, blind dogs? Owner, I'm sorry, man. I didn't see you, Jeff.
Hey, you guys, if you don't know, mowersforvets.com is a nonprofit that owner set up. Really go check it out and support the cause.
Guys,
they've given away 3 mowers now.
3 mowers, yep. She hit me in the mouth with that bowling ball, and blood splattered the floor. They had to clean the floor up. I found a way to be on Sarah's stream and block DLT, said Jeff. Yeah, because I'm not seeing him at all. Well, that's just the way it goes. I know you like blocking me out. Oh God, I didn't even see him. Sorry, guys, I did not see you. I
bet it's Mrs. Mo and Big Mo.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Hi, you guys.
Hi, Sarah and Shane. How y'all doing?
How are you guys?
We're good.
Tired.
I bet you are.
Was it blood or? I'll tell you what, guys. She
Seriously, he cut his lip with his tooth. I hit him so hard.
She put my tooth right through my lip.
Damn.
She pulled the bowling ball back, busted me right in the mouth. Blood went everywhere.
I pulled back full go.
Did
Because he
you,
said, of course, I was like, oh, it's time to throw the ball. No,
did you curse?
no. He said okay
No, I
because he
didn't.
was going to move my foot.
I didn't curse.
No, I hit him and you heard the thud.
Yeah, you could hear the thud. Hey, there's Master Lawn Care saying, hey. Tim.
What's up, Jose?
Hi, Brando.
What's up, everybody?
And
So I'm a little gun shy going bowling. Little gun shy.
look at that. I found out you cannot stop that Trump train. You better believe it, Brett.
You guys, I'm not very political, but I'll do it. Whoop, whoop.
And we have to thank Evie. She bought us all new Trump shirts.
It is washed and sitting in my drawer, waiting for election day.
And
That's awesome.
mine is going to be worn on my Grow show tomorrow night. And if y'all don't know, I have PTSD. That's What was that again, Evie?
Oh, dang it. Wait.
Something tired
Pretty
of.
tired of
Pretty tired of stupid Democrats.
right?
That's it. Yep.
Yeah. And Brett says, hell yeah, Sarah. And Wild Bill voted Trump today.
Yay!
Hey.
Wait, I'll give the golf clap.
And Andrew S. is in here saying live chat. King Brando throwing up the hearts.
Yep.
Oh, look at this. Jeff Freeland's flying the Trump flag.
Heck yeah.
Truck. And the real King Brando says Trump 2020.
Absolutely.
You're a bit behind us. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to go get Trump.
He may be too tall.
Oh, no, he's
Terry, sitting down, you're 5'8". Okay.
Okay. So I met Big Mo for the first time. He really is a giant. I don't even think I came up to his shoulders.
No, I didn't come up to his shoulders.
Shane's best man and our best friend Keith is 6'4", and my nickname for him is Tall Keith, and I'm Little One.
William Rayberg's in here. He says,
There you.
Well, hello.
Oh, there he is with the flag around him.
Yep.
God bless America.
That works.
perfect.
Jeff Freeland said, I love driving past the one Biden voter's house in my town.
That's the one thing that I really hated about
You turned me off.
Luke. What'd I do?
I can't hear.
What happened?
I don't
Where'd
know.
our sound go?
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Hey, Mark.
Anyway, that's the one thing I hated about Louisville. Was all the damn Biden signs was making me want to vomit.
M. Linton is in the house, honey.
Mark Quarters. How's it going, buddy? He's got some time off the kick and cuddle.
Guys, if you don't know why we call Mark Quarters, it's because
His first job at the Nasty Kitty, he got quarters for payment.
But throw them at him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was a male stripper.
As one of Shane's customers, you go down the street.
hey, Vince's channel's here.
Hi, Vince. There's one Biden sign, and it's surrounded by barbed wire.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is the only Biden sign on the block, and it's surrounded by barbed wire.
Nick Jones says is in the house with us, honey.
What's up?
Hello, Sarah.
Nick Jones from across the pond.
Yeah. Hello, Big
Right.
Mo. Hello, Mrs. Mo. Hello, Shane.
How are you doing?
Absolutely crap.
Why?
Oh no.
They've locked down my country again up in Wales.
Oh my gosh.
All non-essential
I hear
shops
that.
have been shut.
So you're not able to go out and cut at all?
Yeah, I'm not listening to them. They can get stretched.
Nick, I'm really sorry to hear that, buddy.
Hey, thanks for the shout out, Andrew S. Yeah, that's sad, man.
Yeah, if a certain individual gets into office in our country, we'll be locked down again.
Yeah, the whole thing will be like, well, the guy that worked with me Saturday, Jeremy, they sent him a note with his paycheck that said, if Joe Biden is elected, they are going to be laying off everybody.
So they said, please vote for Trump.
Well, no, they didn't say that. They just let people
They
know.
implied it.
Well, yeah. Man, Michigan can't get locked down again. That state will implode. They got to stop.
I know, didn't the state government
Well,
overturn the
they
governor?
overturned the governor, but if she locks it down again,
They'll have to go through the process again.
this is crazy. So, guys, Grass Choppers, if you didn't hear Terry and Evie, he found out he had COVID.
Yeah.
No fever. He said
He-
cold chills, hot,
Tired.
like hot flashes, and he's just tired.
Huh.
Yep.
I don't know, like hot flashes.
Yeah, glad he's all right.
What's that?
I said, I'm glad he's all right.
Yeah.
I think he just found out today. So I think he's quarantined for 14 days.
That was out of school. We're probably going out for 30 days. Oh, jeez. People by me are getting laid off left and right. Jeez. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not going to stop. Yeah, I tell you what you got to do. If you live in a state that's shut down, you got to just forget about that state's rules and just work, because you can't go hungry.
Yep.
I mean, they had us locked down for 2 weeks and I worked the entire time. Police would go right past me. They're not going to stop people.
No.
That was weird when we played up at All Red the other day on Saturday. It was really more strict on us playing than it had been before. But the people that were there to eat and everything, it was back up to full capacity. They just had to wear a mask as they entered, but it looked normal. You know, they had normal amount of people in there, but we had to get our temperature taken. And we went out there with them or anything like that.
42 states are starting to spike again. What I don't get is, and I think people fail to realize, for a month and a half, people were running through the streets stacked on top of each other, protesting. I mean, if that's not a hotbed for COVID, I don't know what is. Not to mention, it's an airborne virus. It's everywhere. Everybody is bound to get it at some point in time. They're just going to have to let it work its course.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah. But once again, not to get political, COVID will end on November 4th.
Yeah, it will. I mean, one way or another, or they'll just put a mask mandate, and that mask does. We've talked to our doctor.
And one of Shane's customers is an ER doctor.
And one of my customers who is an ER doctor.
Yep.
And both said the mask does absolutely nothing.
It's all optics, man. It's all optics.
Yep.
I agree.
Well, I think the vast majority are going to be people like.
Yeah, you know, they said the other day, 4% of the United States hospital beds
are being used for
are
COVID.
being used for COVID. 4%. So does that tell you how low of the chance? I mean,
hospitalization rates.
I mean, it's sad. You know, don't get me wrong. It's sad that anybody loses their life, and people are losing their life over it. But it's rare. You know.
Yes, you can get it through your eyes, Andrew, touching your face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they say, but now they're saying airborne, and they're also saying if you stay in your house all winter, you have a better chance of getting it. I heard that the other day. That doesn't make any sense.
Well,
I
mean, COVID-19 is a virus. It works like the common flu. Anyway, you can get the common flu, you can get COVID-19.
Jose, I got to ask you, did your cousin have any other underlying conditions at all? Because he said his cousin passed away from COVID-19.
Oh.
I'm just wondering if there was any other. I mean, I hate that anybody has died from it.
Yeah.
But if you
'Cause-
look at they have a vaccine for the flu. Approximately 68,000 people die every year from the flu. So, what do you do? And King is right. People will not stop moving.
You guys, I'll be honest with all of you. When the strictness here in Columbus wasn't so much, I looked at Shane and said, let's just go do something. I have to get out of the house. I mean, we went to Myers so I could buy chapstick just so I could get out of the house.
Yeah, I think Andrew's right. We do need to slow the spread, but I just think you're not going to stop people from moving. People are just going to keep going, man.
Now, I don't know what it's like where all of you are, but here in Columbus, it's half people wear, half people don't.
Yeah.
Some people are just like, we don't care. Let's just live our lives. So,
Evie, your thoughts.
Yeah.
Your thoughts.
My thoughts? Well, I work in a medical office, and I would say 8 out of the 10 people that come to my door, it is required for them to wear a mask, but the majority of people fight wearing the mask. They get angry.
Have you had any? Well, I know you can't. I don't know if you can say. Have you had any COVID patients?
Actually, I had somebody that I was exposed to a lot, like around her a lot. And I was measuring her body, just because we were having surgery. I was very close to her. She even gave me a gift. So she had touched it. And I hate to admit it, we had masks on, but I hugged her goodbye, the whole 9 yards. And 4 days later, she came in for surgery and she tested positive for the antibodies and COVID. So I was extremely in contact with her, and I did not get it. My doctor, our nurses, nobody did from her.
And they didn't make you quarantine?
They did not at that point because her test was kind of faded. So he made her go take a further test at the hospital. But she was 56 years old and had absolutely no symptoms. So what we discovered is she was in the more, it was a very faded test result. It's hard to explain because it's a blood test. So basically she was at the end of the COVID, if that makes sense.
The blood test that they do, it shows if they have the antibody where they've had it before. And it also shows if it's active, and the active part of it was faded.
It was really faded, and that's why the doctor sent her.
So they sent her to the hospital to get another one, and it was negative.
And that one came out negative. So basically the time when she was full, COVID, where she was really contagious, I was around her a lot, and I didn't get it. But we test all of our people that go in the OR, and she is the first person since May the 1st that has actually tested positive.
Even for the antibody.
And for the antibodies. So it's a lot of people, and we've only tested one positive.
Sometimes mainstream media is just fake news. But
well, I would think we would have, Sarah, a lot more, at least the antibodies coming up positive,
yeah.
And everybody has been negative. Even employees that have been exposed, we've had to test them, and everybody again has been negative. But I do deal with a lot of people that are medical that are not in my office, and there are cases happening at the hospital. It's a real thing.
Oh yeah.
It's real. I just don't think it's as big as what our media exposes it as.
I think that certain people have certain things about them that are good. When they get COVID, they're going to get very sick, and it doesn't have to necessarily be a pre-existing thing because in the
That's
beginning
very
of this, and Terry will tell you, I had a cousin pass away from
Good
it,
night, Jeff.
and she was 42 and had nothing going on with her health, and she did pass away from the COVID. And it was one of my cousins in the very beginning, remember?
Oh, yeah.
So, and she didn't have any health problems at all. So I think sometimes, unfortunately, and it's awful, but some people don't have some kind of resistance to it.
So let me ask you, Evie, because I was nuts over it when it first came out. Sarah can tell you I went through wipes. I was wiping everything, mask, gloves, everything. Do you think that the real number, because I came on live one night, the CDC announced that only 6% of the 170 some thousand that had died at that point actually died from COVID itself. Do you think the real number is 225,000 or is it a lot less?
I wish they would tell us.
What I
You
think
know,
is
I
that
heard about a guy got in a motorcycle wreck, got killed. They found out he had COVID. They put COVID-19 as the cause of death.
well, I think that's happening a lot.
And
Okay.
I wish if they would tell us the truth about things, I think we'd be a lot better off because we could gauge, where we are with this thing. But it's hard because they do that.
Well,
there's
I kind of think that it's political. They don't want to tell you that only 20 or 30,000 people have actually died from COVID, because then people will say, well, geez, that's not very many. And they want to go on about their life.
And then the economy would pick up, and then
Yes.
it's all political.
Well,
it really is.
I think that what
But-
happens is you get vulnerable people that are physically vulnerable. Maybe they have cancer or they have things going on. It's kind of like the flu. If you are, you're sick with something already, or you have something that has a weakened immune system, a person,
Jacob said hi, Sarah.
and then they get,
Jacob of all trades.
Mhm.
Hi, Jacob.
there's a chance they could die from that flu, but really they're already sick. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
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 And I think a lot of that's what the doctors and nurses and people are telling me, that
Well,
they're people that are already vulnerable.
and most everyone has heard the reports that if you have died from COVID-19, the hospital gets $10,000 to $13,000 more for every death of COVID-19. They showed New York. They showed New York people bringing in semi-trailers for dead bodies, yet the trailers sat there for weeks because there were no dead bodies in them. I mean, it's almost like an optic that they want you to see, and they want you to fear it so they can control what you do.
Yeah.
I agree. I have several friends that work in nursing homes, and one of the nurses actually tested positive last week. She actually didn't even have any symptoms. They make them test, if they work there every 2 weeks. So several of them have had the COVID, but they were sent home for 2 weeks, but they really didn't have anything more than a cold or, those types of symptoms. They weren't, like deathbed or anything like that.
Now that's the whole thing, is that, it really is killing people. And it's a shame that, some people with no pre-existing conditions are dying, and it's happening. But it's also skewed by them doing all the other tricks. You know what I mean? Like I said, if we had the real data, we could probably tell more what to do and what not to do.
Mark said a chief surgeon at Johns Hopkins, which is a customer of his, says it's way more than 300,000. See, we don't see it here in Ohio. I mean,
No.
they're telling us, our doctor specifically said this. In Mount Carmel Health System, they had 1,000 beds set aside for COVID-19. at their highest peak, there was 44 people filling those beds.
Well, there's a difference between dying with COVID and dying from COVID.
Yes, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can have cancer, you can have heart disease and have COVID and die, and they can say it was COVID, even though it was heart disease that helped it
That's
along.
what they're doing.
And
That's what
that-
they're doing.
And Mark is right. The government can't tell the truth, no matter who it is. I might die, and I would want you to find a way. It's the real thing. Hey, Jason O'Bannon said hi, Sarah.
Hi, Jason.
Hey, Jason, how are you, buddy? It's just
I hope everyone's having a good night.
so. What we want Big Mo to do, and Evie. Oh, Brando's got to go. He said he loves you.
Mr. King, we'll see you later, buddy.
He's got a long day tomorrow.
Tell Mrs. King we say good night.
So what we would like to see, since you guys are up on the screen, and even Nick, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
We would like to see you guys do a video of your favorite activity. No, wait. Yeah, favorite activity outside of the bedroom,
Dang, darn it.
wearing blindfolds, and do a video about
I think I know what Evie's favorite bedtime activity is.
it.
When Big Mo leaves chocolate on the pillow.
Yes. That's my favorite.
Hey, Mark,
That's-
Mark, you gotta go. Mark, thanks for coming in, brother.
Thanks for coming in, Mark. We gotta keep this PG-13.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, there's my PayPal. If anybody wants to donate to Sarah for her coffee, just go there, do it, and she will be getting coffee next week sometime. We'll be doing a video about it.
Is it going to be next week?
Yep, next
Okay.
week sometime. And
Whenever Shane can get me there, we'll get this done.
we would like to see you guys do a video. Did y'all see Wild Bill's pumpkin carving? I bet Evie hasn't seen it. Evie,
Michael Myers shows up and butchers the pumpkin.
when he lifted the pumpkin, the bottom was falling off of it. And
Oh,
that,
dang.
that was supposed to be the mouth. And, he holds up a picture of what he thinks the pumpkin's going to look like. Well, the pumpkin got carved.
Maybe we can carve some
That's
pumpkin.
what we would like to see.
No, you're an artist. We are not carving pumpkins. We will find something
Blindfolded.
else to do blindfolded. He's an artist. He just says it naturally.
Hey, you know what, Evie? It doesn't matter. When you put that blindfold on, it's a whole different world.
Yeah.
No, but if all of you find something you like doing, blindfold yourself, put a video up. Shane, I would love to have Shane describe that to me. Audrey has done it, and Flo Dizzle's done it.
Can you imagine?
Flo Dizzle blindfolded himself and danced.
Can you imagine the lawn stars blindfolded mowing a lawn?
Oh no, that would be dangerous.
It's an idea.
I'll
though.
I'll do it wearing a mankini.
A mankini. Yay, I want to watch that. Let me know when it comes up.
Hey, Big Mo, blindfold Mick.
Blindfold Mick. Oh, yeah.
Blindfold Mick and see what Mick does.
He'd be like, "What's up, my bitches? Where are you, you little butt nuggets?" So, Big Mo, do we have a video coming soon from the Lawn Stars?
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
You've heard it here live.
The
He's working on
the
it.
mastermind at work.
Ah.
I think Mick may be getting his truck wrapped
Oh Lord. Yes, Andrew, very, very true. Luckily, we cut grass. There's no politics there.
No, I massage people. Hubby cuts grass.
And there's a lot of politics in massaging people. The things she has to do.
I will abide by the state medical board because I would like to keep my job.
Yeah.
So do you have to have a medical? I forgot to ask you this, Evie. Doing what you guys do you have to have a medical license for that?
Well, we have the doctor who is the director. He is a medical doctor.
Okay.
And he's a family practice doctor. Then we have a nurse practitioner. We have RNs and medical estheticians that work for us. So actually, I am the only one that does not have a medical degree.
But you're the boss.
Well, I'm the patient care manager. So yeah, kind of over the patients. Yeah.
There you go.
I just have tons of experience.
So I have to ask, what is the survival rate of what you guys do? Is it 100%?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, they've never lost anybody.
No, we've never lost anybody.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, we
that
do.
is a good thing.
Yeah, what we do is basically it's office-based procedures.
That guy down below us, Nick, he needs some work on his face.
That's not nice.
Don't you, Nick?
Hey, Shane, if I needed work on my face, I would have slapped you with an ugly stick and asked you for a bloody refund. And bloody Big Mo. Bloody hell, look at his head. It looks like a rugby ball.
Nick's a good guy.
You got Nick Jones from across the pond. He is a very good guy. Funnier than all get out.
And he watches all my videos. Not.
I do watch them. I just don't put comments because I can't be asked. And I give you a thumbs up. I even watch Big Mo's as well.
Oh, there you go.
He just
Do you watch the Lawn Stars?
Yeah, I do watch them. I find them funny.
They are actually very funny people,
They're hilarious.
especially Abram.
I was on his stream the other night when you went down with Shane, when you went to see Shane.
So I'm gonna tell y'all a little story. When we were in Kentucky, me and King Brando went out to get food for everybody, and we had to go to like 3 different places.
Yeah.
Because, everybody wanted something different. So I didn't know my way around, and he was kind of navigating with his phone with the GPS, and he was like, telling me where to go. He'd be like, turn right, and I'd be like, real quick, it'd be like last minute thing. So I made a couple of turns where I had to turn quick, and then I look up and we're getting pulled over. I'm like, shit. I mean, shoot. And so we get pulled over, and the guy, the cop comes up and he's like, the last 2 turns you made, I was following you and you didn't put your blinker on. Can you step out of the vehicle?
He's telling the truth.
So, yeah, this is true. So I get out of the vehicle, and then he's like, do you have any weapons on you? I'm like, no. And so he pats me down. So I get patted down for weapons in Kentucky.
For not using his blinker.
For not using my blinkers. And then
They
I
have
had to go,
nothing else
I had to go
better
sit
than
on the
them.
car for a while and let them figure things out, and then they let us go. But
They let them go once they found out they were
Ranger,
lawn stars.
yeah, and then
have him out.
yeah, he was
Hi,
like,
Kevin.
he went up and questioned Brando, and he told him we were up there to meet Shane's on YouTube, and we're on YouTube and everything. And so he comes back and he's like, "Are you on YouTube?" I was like, "Yeah." What's your channel? Lawn Stars. And he was like, I'm gonna go check it out. I was like, that's a little weird. That's a little weird.
So was the waiter at Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, the waiter at Cracker Barrel was
When we were there for dinner, we got the drinks and we're like, yeah, we're with the Lawn Stars. And the waiter was like, oh, I'm on YouTube. And we're like, well, you should check them out. And he goes, oh, I will check out the Lawn Stars.
Now you're gonna crack up, man, if you get a comment and the guy says, I was your waiter in Louisville.
Or I was your arresting almost
Yeah,
police
yeah.
officer.
I
Yeah.
got down for
I'm
weapons.
the one that patted you down and checked you for weapons. Well, it's time, honey.
Has it been an hour?
It's been an hour.
Well, this is the second fastest hour. The fastest hour is with the Lawn Stars.
I catch it all on the next one.
See you, Nick.
Nick, thanks for coming in, buddy. Everyone,
No
have a
problem,
great
Jimmy.
night. Are you
I
ready?
will, I'm going to have a bottle of whiskey now.
Peace. Everyone, have a good night. And always remember, no sight, no problem.
Stick there for just a minute, Big Mo. See you guys.